What's going on, everyone? This is your Astrology Horoscope for July 7th, 2023. I'm astrologer Alex Skiles, and welcome to the Moon Base. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hope you're all having a great week. Happy Friday. We got the moon still in Pisces, and today's a good day. Today's a very good day. I feel like our emotions are really in sync today with our heart, essentially. And there's a lot of support coming from places that are unexpected. We just came off a sextile with Mercury to Uranus. Maybe people who are really close to you, really giving you the support you need that you didn't really expect, or you maybe were a little too afraid to ask for, or you didn't think was possible. And this moon trining the sun. This is obviously one of the harmonious aspects that we can have. When the moon and the sun are really in sync with each other, our heart and our emotions and how we feel and how we act and, just what we radiate are really illuminating in the most positive way today. And we may be having really supportive conversations. I mean, later on, the moon is going to sextile Uranus throughout the day. Early in the morning, the moon sextiles Jupiter. So this support that may be coming through in unexpected ways is really helping us ground. This moon in Pisces really needs some sort of earthly ground that this Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus sextiling the moon it's what we need right now. Definitely after yesterday with the moon coming off that conjunction with Saturn, it knows it's about to hit Neptune, so emotions are definitely it can seem uncontrollable in the way that we're being called to surrender. So today, with all these sextiles from the sun, or from Jupiter and Uranus and the trine from the sun, I mean, this is just this is what we need right now. This is the support we need. It's the grounding energy we need. We're feeling connected to our roots. The sun is still in Cancer, and then after that, later this evening, going into tomorrow, the moon's gonna trine Mercury. So definitely, like, these overwhelming emotions that have been coming up, it's like we're able to talk about them and express them freely and, really feel comfortable to speak what we're thinking about. Sometimes Pisces, can hold things in and get trapped in its subconscious and not say how it feels. So with all this support from all this Taurus energy and this Cancer energy trining over to all this Pisces energy, I mean, we're really feeling the support, and it's really grounding. Today's a really grounding day. We want to spend some time outside, connect to the ground, to the earth. So, definitely with this Pisces energy, we can go too far out. So, Venus is 4 degrees away from its retrograde. This is very important. And today, Mars is at 28 degrees. 28 degrees is the exact degree that Venus is going to retrograde. So with this Mars wrapping up its transit in Leo at the degree that Venus is going to retrograde here in a couple weeks, it's actually in about a week. Or the July 23rd. We'll say that. But, with Mars today at the same degree that Venus is going to retrograde, there's a lot of things that are coming up that are highlighting and foreshadowing this Venus retrograde. foreshadow. I mean, it's ironic, Venus is in shadow. So there's a lot of foreshadowing of this Venus in shadow. That's pretty funny. So definitely when we're doing things or we're expressing ourselves, like we may be feeling a bit of how people can feel uncomfortable with our own projection, a lot of insecurities can come up definitely with this quincunx to, Venus and Mars from Neptune. I mean, there's a lot of subconscious insecurities coming up with how the ego wants to express itself. So I feel like a lot of this emotional support coming through here with this moon in Pisces, trining the sun, and definitely this Jupiter in Taurus and Uranus in Taurus sextiling. If we're feeling uncomfortable, we're feeling insecure, we're feeling like we're not being noticed. Mars and Leo wants to be noticed. There's definitely unexpected things or people or relationships that may come out of nowhere that you really didn't think were on your team, so to say. That can definitely reveal itself going into the weekend. So yeah, we're really getting ready for this Venus retrograde, and obviously the nodes are at the last degree of this transit. So we're talking about this every day because this is really the most important thing coming up here. So we're in a closing moment. This is a lot of closure coming through over the next 7 days. We have 7 days. 10 days to be exact, actually. We have 10 days of closure coming here. So there's a lot to close out. There's a lot to check off the list. Mars is going to come into Virgo. It's going to oppose Saturn. So there are a lot of critical energies coming through as we're closing this cycle out here. So what we need to be critical of coming through the next week is definitely like what we don't want to just forget about or leave behind or swipe under the rug, because we're about to move into a whole new territory with this North Node, South Node moving into the cardinal signs of Aries and Libra. So we want to use the next 10 days to really check the checks, cross the T's, dot the I's, and not let things go. Because time moves, time moves with or without us. And that's why we use astrology, because the planets don't make things happen. This is a blueprint, right? This is a treasure map. The treasure map doesn't bring you the gold. The treasure map is, it allows you to understand how to get closer to the gold or your soul, whatever that may be. It's a map. It's not the cause, right? So we definitely want to be making good decisions and, not letting things just pass us by here. Because this Saturn, Neptune, and Pisces, definitely this moon in Pisces too, it's like we can really fall into a sense of timelessness that can really take us out of what we need to focus on, because the Saturn in Pisces is going to keep testing us over the next 2 years, keep giving us reality checks saying, hey, like we're on a spiritual journey here and we have to achieve a higher consciousness. But in order to do that, like we have to really draw the lines of the physical world. So yeah, these next 10 days, we're really closing things out here. So today is definitely a day to take all this support, this emotional support, take advantage of it. When the moon shines Mercury, it's like our emotions and our mind and our thoughts are really going to feel aligned on an emotional level. And this is going to be the last really supportive energy with Mercury in Cancer here. So, and definitely, I think this Black Moon Lilith too is bringing up a lot of emotional passion and deep, like taboo things that we're thinking about and that can really trigger emotions, and we're really discussing more taboo things that we really need to acknowledge. So, yeah, we definitely want to take advantage of these next 10 days here. So, because the checkered flag is, dropping for this nodal transit and a new race is beginning. So, hope you all have a wonderful Friday. This is a good Friday. This is a very good Friday. A lot of very emotional Friday, definitely like feeling just kind of emotions that just come out of nowhere. Positive emotions. This is very positive emotional energy. So, and on these days when our emotions really align with our heart and our mind all at the same time, this moon trining the sun and Mercury. So it's like our heart, our feelings, and our mind are all really in sync with each other on this particular day. And these days don't come often. These days are very rare. Jupiter and Uranus really grounding this energy, but is also stimulating and very exciting and can bring unexpected, unique things that you've had no idea. So, and definitely this Mars and Venus really foreshadowing this Venus retrograde here with Mars at the degree that Venus is going to retrograde on the 23rd. So there's a lot of insights to what's coming over the next 3 months, actually, on a psychic level. Definitely with all this water energy going on. Like this is a very, what you would call psychic moment, or just like being able to really trust your intuition. You can call it psychic or intuition or whatever you want to stamp it as. Like this is not a day to deny those feelings or say, oh, like it's just a feeling. Like, no, like days like today are usually when those feelings are very much on point and accurate. Even if it can seem like, oh, I must be crazy, it's like, nah, not today. Today is a very unique day on that level. So, we got the Eight of Pentacles upright. So, we've through this nodal transit over the past 18 months in Taurus, like we've been really creating our value, and our karmic path and our karmic destiny has been unfolding to really express our value in what we've been building and creating. When we're in Taurus mode, like it is slow and steady, and great things are not built overnight. So this is a very these next 10 days is that day where we're really like feeling what we've created and the value of what we've created, especially over the last 18 months. We had that Jupiter North Node conjunction in Taurus, all through April and May, and that really kicked things off of like, okay, what's this Jupiter transit going to be? Now the North Node has said goodbye, and it's saying goodbye. And what that means is that Jupiter's training wheels are off. So we know what our value is. We know we've created that is actually worth something, and it hasn't been easy. We've uncovered a lot of unconscious, deep emotions with that South Node and Scorpio. And we wouldn't have been able to get here and create that without doing that deep, dark, hard work to really lay a solid foundation that this North Node and Taurus transit has unfolded for us. Because now as the North Node moves into Aries, it's like we're going head first into this new direction that we're all headed on. And there's, multiple directions that people are going to be taking here that are just going to be suddenly like, we're going to be waking up feeling like, all right, like I know exactly where I need to go. But we can't go anywhere without what we've created. We can't go anywhere without knowing our value and holding that value and actually doing the hard work that the Eight of Pentacles really like shows us. So have a good Friday. And yeah, a lot of emotional support today. A lot of water energy and a lot of ground. So take advantage of it. We got 10 days until we're moving on. So have a good Friday. Peace.